Hey y'all, it's Cricket. Hey, I just got this from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Hot news from the Antarctic underground. Illustration of flowing water under the Arctic ice sheet. Blue dots indicate lakes, lines show rivers. Mary Bird Land is part of the bulging elbow, leading to the Arctic Peninsula, left center. And what was I reading? A new NASA study adds evidence that a geothermal heat source called a mantle plume lies deep below Antarctica's Marie Bird Land, explaining some of the melting that creates lakes and rivers onto the ice sheet. Although the heat source isn't a new or increasing threat to the west Antarctic ice sheet, it may help explain why the ice sheet collapsed rapidly in an earlier area of rapid climate change and why it is so unstable today. The stability of an ice sheet is closely related to how much water lubricates it from below, allowing glaciers to slide more easily. Understanding the sources and future of the meltwater under West Antarctica is important for estimating the rate at which ice may be lost to the ocean in the future. Antarctica's bedrock is laced with rivers and lakes, the largest of which is the size of Lake Erie, which is next to Michigan. Many lakes fill and drain rapidly, forcing the ice surface thousands of feet above them to rise and fall by as much as 20 feet, 6 meters. Excuse me. The motion allows scientists to estimate where and how much water must exist at the base. Some 30 years ago, a scientist, whoops, it moved on me. Where'd it go? Some 30 years ago, a scientist at the University of Colorado, Denver, suggested that heat from a mantle plume under Marie Bird Land might explain regional volcanic activity and a topographic dome feature. Very recent seismic imaging has supported this concept. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Helene Serosi, excuse me if I said it wrong, of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, first heard the idea. However, I thought it was crazy, she said. I didn't know how we could have that amount of heat and still have ice on the top of it. With few direct measurements existing from under the ice, Serosi and Eric Ivans, of JPL concluded the best way to study the mantle plume idea was by why can't I say that? Numerical, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? All right, you know what? I'm not going to say it because I'm going to sound like a tard. All right, now I lost my spot. Oh my goodness. One word could flub my whole thing up. All right, we're going to pick up right here. That's Cricket for you. Clumsy in her feet and clumsy with her voice. Okay, anyways, let's get back to this. They use the ice sheet system model. Here we go again. Numerical. Why can't I say this? Oh my Lord. What? Okay. What in the world? Why does this happen to me? There's always a word somewhere, somehow, that I can normally say. And for some reason, my brain is flip-flopping it, and I can't say it. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So, anyways, the physics of ice sheets, I'm just going to make fun of myself, okay? And I'm going to move on. The physics of the ice sheets developed by scientists at JPL and the University of California, Irvine. Serosi's enhanced the ISSM to capture natural sources of heating and heat transport from freezing, melting, and liquid water, friction, and other processes. To assure the model of realistic, the scientists drew on observations of changes in the altitude of the ice sheet surface made by NASA's ICESat satellite and airborne Operation Ice Bridge campaign. These place a powerful constraint on allowable melt rates, the very thing we wanted to predict, Ivan said. Since the location and size of the possible mantle plume were unknown, they tested a full range of what was physically possible for multiple perimeters, producing dozens of different simulations. They found that the flux of energy from a mantle plume must be no more than 150 milliwatts per square meter. For comparison, in U.S. regions with no volcanic activity, the heat flux from Earth's mantle is 40 to 60 milliwatts. Under Yellowstone National Park, a well-known geothermal hotspot, the heat from below is about 200 milliwatts per square meter averaged over the entire park, though individual geothermal features such as geysers are much hotter. Sorosi's and Ivan's simulations using a heat flow higher than 150 milliwatts per square meter showed too much melting to be compatible with the space-based data, except in one location, an area inland of the Ross Sea known for intense flows of water. This region required a heat flow of at least 150 to 180 milliwatts per square meter to agree with the observations. However, seismic imaging has shown that mantle heat in this region may reach the ice sheet through a rift, that is, a fracture in Earth's crust, such as appears in Africa's Great Rift Valley. Mantle plumes are thought to be narrow streams of hot rock rising through Earth's mantle and spreading out like a mushroom cap under the crust. Here we go with another crazy word, buoyancy of the material, some of it molten, causes the crust to bulge upward. The theory of mantle plumes was proposed in the 1970s to explain geothermal activity that occurs far from the boundary of a tectonic plate, such as Hawaii and Yellowstone. The Marie Byrd land mantle plume formed 50 to 110 million years ago, long before the West Antarctic ice sheet came into existence. At the end of the last ice age, around 11,000 years ago, the ice sheet went through a period of rapid, sustained ice loss when changes in global weather patterns and rising sea levels pushed warm water closer to the ice sheet, just as is happening today. Sorosi and Ivan suggest the mantle plume could facilitate this kind of rapid loss. So what do you guys think about that? Have you noticed that NASA's really been putting out a lot of information? That's pretty bizarre. I thought that was quite educational and interesting. So let's go check something out real quick. I wanted to show you something. Where's it at? Where you at, baby? Come on, Google. I always put stuff on my Google Plus, just in case I want to make a show of it, which I never do. So I think I might do it. I might just check it out. Alright, so that was the story I just told you. Okay, we'll come back to this Earth's Global Asteroid Defense System thing. And that, these are all new. Okay, so this one I just kind of wanted to tell you. There's a monster planet out there. It's with a tiny star. It's a record-breaking duel, and it's puzzling the scientists. So let's click on it. Let's see what we get. Loading, 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 loading. Here we go. Okay, so astronomers are getting very puzzled over this crazy thing right here. A giant planet has been found orbiting an ultra-cool dwarf star, the largest planet compared to its star ever found, leaving scientists baffled at how the duo could have formed. So anyways, yeah, it's a huge planet. This is, of course, they always say it's a artist rendition. But look at that. I have photos of this weird object. It kind of reminds me of this shape. But anyway, so it's supposed to be like 600 light years away. Somebody else had, somebody who does more scientific type YouTube shows had put it out. And I had seen it before that, but it's just interesting. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys and let you see that. If you want to check out my Google Plus, I put all kinds of crazy stuff up here. And then the powering Saturn's active ocean moon. Yeah, there might be some life out there, you guys, in our own solar system. Maybe as in a microorganism, but look at how our organisms are in the, you know, in volcanic areas or in really, really cold areas. There's lots of different microorganisms that can handle different types of gases and you know, heat, extreme cold. They're out there. So it's not impossible to believe that on Jupiter and Saturn's moons, Titan and Eculus. Oh, I have to look at it. I'm not looking at it. Anyways, I am terrible at pronouncing certain things, certain words. I just can't do them. I just can't get it. I need my husband to help me. He helps me with that. So anyways, yeah, let's, and then this one, I have not even been able to check this out. Earth's Global Asteroid Defense System passes. Okay, let's click on it so I can get in. Come on. All right, let's open this bugger up and see what this is about. I haven't even read into it or nothing. Okay, so, oh, there's the, whoa, it keeps messing up on me. It is Bruce Willis, but it'll do. Where'd it go? Earth's first global asteroid defense system just passed its first test with astounding results. Ancient humans used to view asteroids as the harbingers. Did I say that even right? What is wrong with me today? Well, anyways, you know what? I'm not going to read all this. I am just going to scan it. So basically, they're talking about this planetary defense system that we have. And that's kind of like what I was afraid of. So what is this defense system? Well, can it do more than just knock out some asteroids? Can they use it on other countries? So as it shot past the Earth's telescopes, observatories, and satellites around the world, examined its trajectory and journey track. So this was that. Hold on, I'm looking. Maybe I should have read this whole thing. I'm missing something. So they're talking about this asteroid 2012 TC4 is a large but fairly benign asteroid that's been whizzing around the solar system for quite some time. First spotted near Earth in the year it was named for. There was never any real danger that 2012 TC4 was going to crash into Earth, but it passed by our planet closely enough that it was the perfect subject for a test of the emergency defense system. Okay, this is what I was looking for. As it shot past the Earth, telescope, observatories, and satellites around the world examined its trajectory and journey, tracking it across the sky in the unprecedented act of the global teamwork. The test took place back in October when 2012 TC4 buzzed past us, the altitude of 200 miles, safely far, away from even out highest artificial satellites. But it's only now that an official breakdown of the test has been published, as scientists clap each other on the back for being able to play nice. Okay, The final verdict: if 2012 TC4 had been in any way dangerous, humanity would have done well, working together to spot its hazardous path and giving humanity plenty of warning about the approaching end of the world. All right, we presumably also have enough time to come up with some preventative measures, which could well have involved a space laser after all. So basically, They have a defense system, it's sounding like, for asteroids. And I don't like that word defense. Because, I mean, granted, it'd be great to have something that could help us be protected from these asteroids that come through and maybe change their trajectory enough to where it could skim by or maybe do some damage to a satellite or something. But what if they use that technology to something else for here on Earth? That I don't like. That's kind of spooky. So yeah, it sounds like they're really gonna build a moon base, but you know what? I already think that's already there. They already have it. They already have a moon base. So anyways, just thought I would throw a few things at you guys, give you something to look at, and is that my photo? No, that's not my photo. I'm like, wait, is that my photo? I find it interesting how Obama's foundation has all these little objects. Do you see that? Look at all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish, depending on how many, if you can count all of those inside that one. I don't know. I find that interesting too. And it looks like my painting I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to kind of run through all this, and maybe you guys might want to check out Google Plus and look and see what I'm putting up here. See, now this is the one photo I wanted to show you guys. I think this color with the purple, that's the real color. I have seen some pretty wild photos of some flowers on Mars. I know I'm just kind of going randomly on all kinds of little subjects. I don't even know if this thing is still recording. So anyways. Alright, guys. Oh, that was that cuckoo stuff. Yep, I'm going to have to cut this because there's some on here. It's too much. Alright, y'all. It's Cricket. I love you guys. Peace. Be safe.